So to answer your question, if this is like a kid's song or written towards kids, the working title of the song was called Mr. Sex.
Well,
So
okay. Well, fair enough. Music and Words Unite is only possible because of viewers and supporters like you. So please subscribe or you're going to make Mark cry. Hello and welcome to another episode of Music and Words Unite. I am your co-host Troy, and with me, my friend and co-host Mark. How you doing, Mark?
hello.
And today we are going to be doing a track-by-track album review of this album, Waterloo by ABBA. And Mark, this happens to be an original pressing near mint, all right? Original U.S. pressing. This one sounds really good. I'll put it, if everybody's interested in the vinyl of this, I'll put a link to that in chat because I was able to listen to this record a few times on vinyl and more times on streaming. Mark, you had never heard this album before, right?
No, sir.
Me either. This is a first for me. If you're new here, welcome. The way we do this is we go and listen to these albums multiple times. We take notes and then we play clips and then we go right into each song and deep dive into what we thought about it. So it's a pseudo reaction, but it's actually more of a full deep dive from people that are brand new to, well, Mark and I are not new to ABBA anymore, but this album is new to us. And we knew nothing about ABBA before May of 2025. That's just the truth. So if you want to find out more about our episodes, there's a whole ABBA album review playlist you could check out. All right, Mark, well, I'm excited about this because the last one we did was Ring Ring. And you and I both seemingly really like that album. I think more so than some of the ABBA fans. And I'm not saying all ABBA fans, of course, but I'm saying a lot of people that we've heard in the comments say, oh, that album is not that good. And we seem to really like it, you know. So yeah, our review of that album was we thought, hey, for a debut album, it's pretty good. All right, so why don't we get right into it, Mark? You want to go first? You want me to go first? I'll play a clip, but you can go first if you want. That's fine.
Okay.
Right. I'll play a clip from Waterloo. Here we go. So that was a clip from Waterloo. All right, so Mark, what did you think about this song?
It's a really catchy song. Right off the bat, it's got like the Wurlitzer piano in the beginning, which is like super catchy. I love Wurlitzer piano.
Yeah.
It sounds great. It's a really good like tone setter for the album. So much so that they made like 6 different versions in different languages.
Yeah.
There's an English, a Swedish, a German. I think there's a Spanish version. So this is like their breakout hit. This is like before Dancing Queen or Gimme Gimme Gimme, any of those things. But yeah, I could see why this band blew up. I think they performed this on Eurovision and won, right? Was it this song?
Yeah, this is the one. Yep.
Yeah, this is a song. Yeah, I mean that might be where I heard it originally, honestly, if I like saw a clip or something. But yeah, this song is awesome. Is it the best on the album? I mean, it's definitely in the conversation. It's really good. It's very melodic, like standard ABBA. It's got great hooks. The vocals are great. The lyrics are like pretty cheeky too.
Yeah.
It's like relating like Napoleon's defeat to like heartbreak or something like that. I'm Troy's the lyrics guy or the guy, so
All
so I'm
right.
just kind of just putting my 2 cents here.
That's okay.
Um, yeah, that like on a divisive album, I think this is one of the best. So
Okay. All right. Well, I am going to continue, Mark, the connection here on the channel because why not? Why not connect all of our episodes together from many different contexts? So there's a little gentleman, right, who introduced us to ABBA. His name is Tobias Fortune. I just happen to wear one of his T-shirts right now, and the lyrics to this song are essentially similar to the lyrics to a song called Satanize, believe it or not. And this song, from what I get, is talking about feeling defeated because you're giving in to being in love with somebody. So it's like, imagine, it's like, from what I get out of it, it's like, hey, I'm surrendering to you. Like, I can't escape you, no matter how much I try, I just keep either falling in love with you or going back to you. Right.
hmm
And so I don't think it's about heartbreak so much as it's almost the opposite. It's like being so into somebody that you have no shot at not being into them, to succumbing to them. And I think obviously that has positives, but also has potentially negatives too, right? When you're that into somebody, because you can easily be manipulated, I think. I don't think this song is necessarily, coming at it from a negative angle, although they do specifically state that, in the lyrics, right? She says, I feel like I win when I lose. So it's like, you know how there's this whole idea of the chase, maybe between a man and a woman, or two
hmm
men or two women. I don't know. I'm saying traditionally in music, you'll hear these stories about, a guy's chasing a girl or whatever. And so maybe the losing is giving into this guy, but she feels like she wins because she really is into it. You know what I mean? So that's kind of what I get out of it. As far as the song goes, though, I mean, a pretty amazing pop song. Classic, one of the classic pop songs of the 70s, I would say, from the ones I've heard, at least. I haven't heard them all, to be fair. But out of the ones I've heard, it's pretty amazing. I mean, you have the saxophone, right, going. You have Benny's piano. Da-da-da-da-da-da. I mean, it's super catchy, the whole thing.
hmm
It's a really happy sounding song. And the lyrics aren't necessarily sad. They're not sad per se, but they're not so much like, it's not a straight up love song. It has a little twist to it, which I always appreciate from, Bjorn's writing, and apparently their manager helped with some of the lyrics for this. Stig Anderson helped with some of the lyrics to this too.
hmm
So yeah, I think for me, this is a highlight of the album. I wanted to give a shout out to a couple things. When they played this song live, the ABBA, the concert, when I saw them on Thursday, they played it maybe quarter of the way into the set, And before that, they had played many famous songs before this song. And everyone, the crowd is obviously older at this show. So
hmm
everyone was sitting down because that's what I expected. I didn't expect people to stand up and dance really for a lot of the age of the crowd. And as soon as Waterloo came on, the whole entire crowd stood up and started dancing. It had the biggest pop out of all the songs they played the whole night. And actually,
Damn, really?
yeah, and actually it caught me by surprise and it made me rethink this song. I was like,
Hmm.
and then like when they were playing it live and everyone was dancing, I'm like, oh, I get it, I actually get it. Like I totally understood the song more when I saw it live actually. So, I definitely think it's probably the best song on the album, in my opinion. I do think it is the
Yeah.
best song.
hmm
I don't know if it's my favorite song on the album. It's probably the best. It's one of my favorites. It's like top 3 on the album. So yeah, I think it's a great song. That's what I gotta say about it. The next song is "Sitting in a Palm Tree." So I'm gonna play that.
See me sitting in the palm tree, looking down at people passing by. Sitting here, no one can harm me. stare at me and wonder why. No need to bother, I'm gonna stay up here, whatever happens. I won't let no one near until you tell me. Genie, genie on my mind, won't you please? You really love me. Genie, genie, you're so fine. Yes, you are now. And in the evening, when the sun goes down, I'll be the bluest of men in this town. 'Cause I love you. Genie, genie on my mind.
All right. So that was a clip from Sitting in a Palm Tree. What a funny song. This song is so funny. I remember the first time I heard this, I almost couldn't believe it. This was an ABBA song, actually. And I was sitting and listening to the record. I was like, it's an interesting song, you know, my first reaction to it. This song has definitely grown on me on subsequent listens, though. I love the quirkiness of it, to be honest with you. I kind of love quirky music anyway, so anything that's a little bit oddball out there, you know, I'm open to that kind of stuff. So, yeah. So I would say for me, I give you my review of the song. Musically, I really like the song, actually. There's like some synth pad work that's going underneath. That's really nice. I love the banana. There's like a banana right before the chorus, or in the middle of the chorus. The bass work is great. It has like a reggae style feel to it, but it's almost like, how should I put it? Over the top version of reggae, like almost like intentionally campy, I would say. And you know, for me, sorry, I have a cold, so for me, it works. The music works. The lyrics are kind of funny because it seems like it's talking about somebody refusing to come down from top of a palm tree until their girlfriend comes back. So it is actually kind of, that's what it seems like it's talking about. And according to Bjorn, I have a note here. This scenario was inspired by a true story of a musician friend in the West Indies who actually did climb a palm tree after an argument with their girlfriend and wouldn't come down until the girlfriend professed her love. So it's based on a true story, which actually makes it even more funny. So yeah, for me, it's definitely not one of my favorite songs on the album, but it is not one of my least favorites. I would say it's somewhere in the middle. I think it's a fun song. When it comes on, I don't skip it. I sing along to it. The thing that kind of keeps me from taking it to the next level is like the whole Genie, Genie, you're so fine. That part is, you know, it's a little on the nose compared to a lot of Bjorn's lyrics, you know, especially even before this, like on Ring Ring. Some of the lyrics on Ring Ring were really mature. And I thought some of the lyrics on this album are a little more immature, I would say, for Bjorn. That's just my opinion because I've been listening to a lot of Bjorn's lyrics over the last 6 months or whatever. So there's another song coming up, which is another example of that. But overall, I did like the song, though. I think it's a cool little song. What did you think about this one?
I mean, nothing against Bjorn, but I'm not really listening to ABBA to hear him sing on a song.
All right.
I appreciate everything he does for ABBA.
Yeah.
Whether it be, you know, writing the lyrics, writing the music with Benny, like, you know, playing guitar on some songs.
Mm-hmm.
I'm really here to hear the girls sing, though. That's why I listen to ABBA.
All right.
I can appreciate the quirkiness of the song and like putting in like a fun little, you know, like silly song. That being said, though, this isn't really one I would like be interested in returning to.
Okay. Okay.
It's, you know, it's like a fun little calypso song. It's like,
Right.
you know, like you said though, like I heard it and I was like, is this actually ABBA or like did I have it on shuffle or something? And like I
Right.
don't know. I didn't really get much out of this song. Yeah, I don't know, man. Not really much else to say, honestly. There
Okay.
was a little highlights, like the bass is good.
Yeah.
The little melody that plays throughout is fun, but ultimately, I'm just, I'm listening to it. I'm just kind of checked out. So,
Okay.
so there's the spoiler. There's a couple songs in here where I feel that way. So,
Yeah, this is interesting. It's interesting because this album has really highs on it for me. I guess this is a spoiler for the album, and some low moments to me on the ABBA career scale compared to all the other ABBA albums we've listened to.
mhm.
For me, I don't really classify this one as a low moment per se, but it's definitely not one of the best ABBA songs, that's for sure. But it's actually not
Yeah.
one that I skip any. I actually like it. I think it's a cool song. But all right, all right. The next song is King Kong song. Okay.
When I was looking at a movie on the TV last night, then I had a very funny notion, yeah. I really had to write a song about it. And then I'm gonna sing with my rock and roll band, and I bet the people gonna like it, yeah. I know that everybody's gonna shout it about a dreadful mighty killer, a big black quadrilla. We need a King Kong song. Won't you sing along? Listen to the music and it couldn't go wrong. We need a King Kong song. Gotta sing along. Have you hear the meaning of the Wappy Tum Tum? Listen to the rhythm of the King Kong song.
All right. I better hear this part too. We gotta hear the girls.
Do we know?
Well, you said you're here for the girls, so I'm giving you that.
Well,
So-
on certain songs, yeah.
all right. Well, I feel like I know what you're going to say about this song, Mark. So you go first.
Okay. Our dear viewers,
yeah.
let me take this moment to say that what the hell were they thinking with this song? Okay, so many of you said that this is ABBA's worst song. I also saw people that said, it's not that bad. And then you have a news outlet like Rolling Stone that has it in the top 40 ABBA songs. So I was going into this, I was like, I don't know what it's gonna be. So it starts out not too bad, kind of sounds like almost like an Elton John song. It reminds me of like, Fridays all night we're all right for fighting.
Mhm.
And then you get to that chorus dude, with like who's making like the gorilla noises, like the ooh ooh. I kind of don't even know how it got made, or let alone made the album. Like, I know when we talked about Ring Ring, we said that was kind of like an album when they were trying to find their sound.
Mhm.
I think this album is also a continuation, but it's like almost like more of like a ridiculous stuff. Like
Mhm.
this is like a novelty. Like this is just
It
like
is. Yeah. This song is like a novelty song. Yeah.
it's like, like it's almost like I would say like, did you hear that Abomination on the that they just played? If they played this live, I would be like actually kind of upset. I would be like, what is this? And this may be because we listened backwards, like from their basically started with what, some people consider their best album and kind of went backwards in time. So it's not really fair. If
Right.
I heard
Right.
this first, I may not have had as like strong of a opinion on the song if I heard this earlier, but given like, the other stuff that I've heard and just their later material, I mean, this has to be their worst song. I don't know. To me at least, and then I constantly think about Rolling Stone and how they put this in their top. Is that like the biggest joke media company on the planet?
Rolling Stone. Oh yeah, that's for sure. Yeah.
Like you
should
look at
see
any of their
top
lists.
guitarist lists. It's always
I
a
have,
joke,
and
yeah.
it made me sick to my stomach. Let me say this: the first iteration of it, Eddie Van Halen was like 88. Eddie Van Halen inspired a complete generation of guitarists. Is number 88.
I mean, who was
So-
number one? The guy from Kings of Leon.
Yeah. No, the whole band was number one.
All right.
So, okay. I'm not going to be as harsh on this song because it's like a novelty song and it's like they definitely weren't serious when they wrote it. The only thing I like about it is it has like kind of like a rock and groove to it, which is cool.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
The vocals are silly, the lyrics are really silly. Yeah, just it gave me a good laugh. So I'm really curious to hear what you have to say about it.
I think this is going to shock you, actually.
No. All right, I'm going to the bathroom. Let me know when you're done.
Okay. Do I think it's a good song? Not particularly, no. Do I think is it my least favorite song on the record? No.
Okay. But that's like, I don't know. Like,
so here's what. Okay, let me talk about things I like about the song first, because you've pretty much talked things about the things you don't like about it. The things I like about it, I actually think the music is really good. I think the music is good.
Yeah, no, the music's fine.
Yeah, the bass playing is really good. The piano, the guitar.
But Troy, the bass playing is good on every song, though. Like pretty much every song.
Yeah, it just I hear it in my ears. It stands out to me. But I mean, I don't even mind the goofy pre-chorus, to be honest with you. I was thinking to myself, was this song written for kids? Maybe I was thinking maybe they were trying to write like a kid's song, like a
I'm sorry to cut you off.
Yeah.
But I just have to say it again. The chorus just offsets the entire song for me, though.
Well, yeah, but for example, if you listen to kids, you don't have any kids, right, Mark? So, but I've heard many, since my daughter was a baby, hearing this type of music that they make for kids, right? Little kids. And it's like, the choruses are super catchy and repetitive, but almost nonsensical. Like Baby Shark do over and over again, right? It's like do the King Kong song, bow, wow, wow, wow. It's very similar, you know what I mean? So I was like, okay, maybe they're trying to write a kid's song. But when I looked it up, I didn't see that it was a kid's song. So I was like, okay, maybe they just write. I don't know what they were thinking with this song, but to me, they were trying to write maybe like a dance song or something. I don't know, like one that there's like some kind of monkey dance or King Kong dance. All I can tell you is, the music I actually like on the song. That's why it's not like, and the lyrics, they're novelty lyrics. I can almost forgive them for being just a novelty song. But what I don't like about the song, and maybe this is, I've never heard any song in my life where the chorus has that style where it goes bow, 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 that thing. Because I've heard other songs with that. Bow, bow, bow. Like where you might have heard like a barbershop quartet doing vocals, stylings, and doing that kind of thing. I just typically don't like that kind of style of music. So, you know what I do like about it, Mark? Because I like the pre-chorus where it goes da-na-na, da-na-na-na, the little guitar riffs and stuff like that. I think that's pretty cool. It's just the chorus is just, it does mess up the song a bit. That's if you want to say that.
So to answer your question, if this is like a kid's song or written towards kids, the working title of the song was called Mr. Sex.
Well, okay, well, fair enough. Yes, it's not. All right, well, I don't know what to say. Here's how I know, though. I tested this out with my daughter because my daughter, through the channel, loves ABBA. In fact, her first concert ever was ABBA the concert on Thursday for her birthday. So I took her there for that. And, she had a great time, by the way. She was singing along and dancing and stuff. It was great. So I played this song for her a couple times because I thought, maybe this will work. Maybe she'll like it, because I thought she does not like this. So it's pretty funny because she loves the song Waterloo. There's another song on this album which she absolutely loves. I'll be talking about when we get there. But yeah, that's the King Kong song for me, Mark. It's you know what? I don't hate the fact that they tried to branch out to different styles. I do. I think this album is even more, I think what you were alluding to, more of them trying to find their sound than even the first album. They were trying way more like kind of even wacky stuff on this. Like this song is kind of wacky.
Very wacky.
Yeah.
The last song is also wacky.
Yeah, that song's a bit wacky. Yeah. And And I'm like, were they trying to find out if they should be like novelty songs, if they should be, I don't know. But because you have absolute like brilliant pop songs like Waterloo, and then you have this on the same record. And for this to be the third song on the album, it's a very interesting choice. I mean, the second song is Sitting in a Palm Tree. So you go from like, imagine you saw the Eurovision song contest, whatever. And you're like, wow, that's an incredible song. You buy the album, and you're like, oh, I wonder if the whole album sounds like this. And then like the second song is the Palm Tree song. And you're like, all right.
Yeah.
And then you get to this next, you'd be like, what the heck is
You're just
going
like,
on?
oh man, I made a mistake. But
Luckily, it gets better after that.
I was
but
gonna
yeah.
say, at least it gets better after this. So
It was a weird placement of those two songs, I would say, at least for me. But what do I know?
but of all of the ABBA songs that we heard up until this point, this is my least favorite song.
Okay, this is my second least favorite. Yeah.
Is your least favorite overall on this album?
Yes.
Okay, I know what it is then.
Okay. All right. So
definitely know
we'll
what
get
it
to
is.
it. All right. And by the way, this is an album which I'm going to give you my review of it. I like this album. In fact, I've listened to this album like 12 times in the last couple of weeks. So, 12 times is quite a bit to listen to an album in 2 weeks. And there's a lot of songs on this album I really, really like. It just so happens to be the lows on this album are my least favorites in the catalog. I would say. All right. So let's move on to Hasta Ma'nana.
Which means
See you tomorrow. All right. In Spanish.
you paid attention in school, Troy.
Well, that, and I did. Well,
You have a Spanish wife.
half. My wife does speak Spanish.
Yeah,
All
she
right.
does.
All right. So here we go.
Where is the spring and the summer that
Bass is so
once
good,
was
man.
yours and mine?
Always.
Where did it go? I just don't know. But still my love for you will live forever. Hasta mañana till we meet again. Don't know where, don't know when. Darling, our love was much too strong to die. We'll find a way to face a new tomorrow. Hasta mañana, say we'll meet again. I can't do without you. Time to forget, send me a letter, say forgive, the sooner the better. Hasta mañana, baby, hasta mañana, until then.
All right.
Where is the dream?
So that was a clip from Hasta Ma'nana. I think it's me, right? This song really grew on me. I know it's like really light, airy pop music, which I have to admit, in my past musical listening, I probably wouldn't have gotten to a song.
You didn't like this one when you first heard it?
It was pretty good when I first heard it. I've grown on me a lot.
Okay.
I'm just saying, before getting into ABBA, I would say, I don't know if this is a song that I would have really connected with me, but the more I listen to this, it's very old-fashioned sounding, like older than the 70s is what I'm saying. And it reminded me a little bit of old school country western music, a little bit.
Yeah.
And I remember, I think I talked about this in another episode, but I remember growing up, my grandparents used to listen to old country western music all the time. And so when I heard this song, I was like, oh, it's not really 70s ABBA, Dancing Queen and Voulez-Vous. It's like more of a old style country song. And when I read the lyrics, when I was listening to the lyrics, I was like, wow, this is a really good song. Number one, the melody is great, but even even the King Kong song has good melody, in my opinion, actually. So there, I haven't heard I haven't heard an ABBA song yet that doesn't have a good melody. So they're just amazing at that. But I will say this: aside from the melody being good, the lyrics I think are actually really good because it's kind of talking about two people breaking up, but the person who's speaking in the breakup is basically saying like, you know, I know I'll see you again in the future. It's like farewell for now, but not forever, you know? And that's an interesting, you know, a lot of breakup songs are very, how should I put it? Anger fueled, you know? And this is like not that at all, you know? And in fact, a lot of the ABBA breakup songs are not like angry, I've noticed. A lot of them are more like this style, and, which is pretty cool. It's kind of a unique perspective on like a really mature actually perspective on breaking up with someone. And yeah, I thought that chorus, man, it sticks in my head all the time. It's super catchy.
It is,
and I ended up really liking this song. What did you think about it?
Well, I mean, as you guys know, I am, Mr. Ballad. So
Yeah, big time. Yeah.
yeah. There's some people even call me John Ballad. So,
Yeah, or Big Ballad,
or Big Daddy Ballad.
Yeah, or Big Ballad 69. There's a lot of terms for you. Yeah.
So this is a track. When I first heard it, I didn't really think much of it. I was just like, oh, standard ABBA ballad, whatever. But after subsequent listens, it's really a nice song, honestly. I mean, Agneta is just every song she sings on she's just so wonderful.
Yeah.
I love them both, but the Agneta songs are some of them are just unbelievable. I love this song. For a ballad too. Yeah, I really like this song a lot.
Okay.
I think her vocals are really warm and like welcoming. Yeah, like you said, like it's very catchy. Like the chorus is lovely, and I think this is one of the most mature songs on the album too. Honestly, like it's just a really good ballad. Yeah, like I said, I'm big time Mr. Ballad now. So,
Sure, yeah.
So yeah, this is another highlight on the album for me. I really enjoy this song.
I'm impressed, Mark. I have to say, I didn't think you were going to say that about this song actually. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like listen, I don't have anything against ballads at all. Like it's just if the song sticks with me or not. That's just the way it is. Like if I feel anything from it, if I don't feel anything from it, I just move on. But this song, tugged on the old heartstrings a little bit. It was nice. It was a nice listen. So, yeah, this is another highlight on the album for me. After two kind of duds, one big dud and one kind of dud.
Okay, all right.
So, a bright spot on the album. Yeah.
Okay. Well, speaking of Vignetta, my daughter, who's just turned 4, was literally teaching people in the audience at the ABBA tribute concert how to say Agnetta's name properly. That's a true story. So that's a true story. And she's like, Agnetta. And then when Agnetta, the lady who was playing Agnetta on the stage, was dancing, my daughter was like mimicking her dance moves. And she literally turned to me and she said, Dada, I'm Agnetta. She was pretending she was her. So anyway, she's a big fan of Agnetta. And I actually found, Mark, if my daughter really likes a song, she will not only sing it, but scream it at the top of her lungs, like scream it. Like,
okay.
And I think I might have found a clip. Hold on, let's see. There it is. Oh yeah, so Agnetta has, the reason I brought up Agnetta is because this is a great Agnetta song. She's really fantastic.
Lovely.
On this one, yeah. All right, so the next song is My Mama Said. I think this is you actually first. All right, there we go.
Much to your dismay.
I'm still gonna turn. clip from My Mama Said. What do you think about this one, Mark?
What do I think about this song, Troy? I think
Mm-hmm.
this is the best song on the album. That's what I
Oh,
think.
wow.
And
All
I have a
right.
feeling that you do too, sir.
I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
What if it
Well,
was the King Kong song? What if I was to tell you
I
that?
would turn my mic and my camera off,
Okay, fair enough.
and we would end the video.
All
Nah,
right. Yeah.
I would judge you, but I would be like, all right,
Sure.
whatever, you know.
That's okay. Yeah.
I would be like, you're wrong, but that's fine. No, this song kicks ass. From the second I heard the intro with like I think so. At first, when I first heard this, I thought it was like either a xylophone or a vibraphone, but I think it's just his keyboards. So I think it's like a keyboard sound.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's no credits for any type of like percussion like that on the album. So but that sound, I mean, it just kicks the song into like top like into first gear. I love this song. I think it's the best on the album, like I said. The bass is incredible. Uh, it's like really funky. Like it almost has like an R&B sound to it. Um, their dual vocals on this song just like fit perfectly. They sound great. Um, like even the guitar is really good too. I think there's a solo in the song, isn't there? Like a
Yeah.
little
Let me
solo?
find a clip of that song.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. There. Yeah. I think you're right about
I have it in
that.
my notes.
Yeah. Here it is.
Super bluesy. Yeah, so that solo reminds me of Steely Dan, like right,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
easy,
Yeah.
which is probably biased for me, like in this song too, because it's like jazzy, it's jazzy and funky at the same time. It's like jazz funk,
Yeah.
but at the same time still being like a straightforward pop song. Um, the lyrics are just kind of like it's talking about like a mom who's like a helicopter mom. It seems like just like kind of just won't leave her alone.
Right. Right.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
overbearing.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is like whatever. But this song's awesome. This is like I listened to this song probably like 7 times. I was just like, this is awesome. This is like honestly, this is like probably a top 20 ABBA song for me.
Awesome. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, for me, I think this is the first like precursor to Voulez-Vous because there's like elements of some of the melodies they're using here where they're kind of like a dark tone to it that you hear on like the verse of Voulez-Vous and some other songs on that record. Yeah, this is it probably is my favorite song on the album. This and Waterloo are probably my two favorite. This song is incredible. Everything you said is I totally agree with. The bass playing is just incredibly top notch. The guitar playing is great. The keyboard work by Benny is great. The everything is amazing about this. I mean, the lyrics are probably the weakest thing about the song. The lyrics are compared to a lot of other ABBA lyrics are more, it's trying to like it's talking about being a teenager and. Which is fine, there's nothing wrong with that. But and the lyrics are fine. Nothing wrong with the lyrics. I'm just saying like the lyrics are probably the weakest part of the song for me because the music is so strong. I mean, the music is far and away like I would say, yeah, this and Waterloo musically are probably the two best songs on the album. Waterloo has better lyrics. But the music on this is just so good. I mean, this song is so good that I sent this to a friend of mine who doesn't listen to ABBA. Probably has heard the Dancing Queen and maybe a couple of the songs, right? It's kind of like we did. And he's way into funk and jazz music, right? And I sent this with no context to him. I just sent this ABBA song to him and I'm like, listen to this. And he really liked it. He's like, wow, that's really good. So point is, even someone who's probably doesn't listen to ABBA heard this song and was impressed by it, is what I'm saying. So great song, great tune. Highlight of the album for me. It's the only one on the album that even sounds like this, anything close to this.
Mhm.
I think Voulez-Vous has more elements of this to it, more funk, more disco, right, throughout. So, yeah, love this song. Great song. Awesome
Mhm.
song. Yeah. It's an example of the highest of highs and the lowest of lows on the album. I would say this was definitely a high for the album.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
All right. The next song is Dance While the Music Still Goes On. Let's play this one.
Oh, my love, it makes me sad. Why did things turn out so bad? Was it just a dream? Everything we did, everything we had.
Baby, give me one more dance while the music still goes on. Don't think about tomorrow. Dance and forget our time is gone. Tonight's the night we borrow. Let's make it a memory, a night of our own. A thing to remember when we're all alone. So dance, it's our way to say goodbye. Yes, all we have to do is dance while the music still goes on. This is no time for crying. Dance, don't you hear them play our song? God knows that we've been trying, but we didn't make it, 'cause nothing's the same. We just couldn't help it, nobody's to blame. So dance while the music still goes on, and let it be our last goodbye.
It seems to make me sad. Why did things turn out so bad? Was it just a dream? Everything we did, everything we had.
Baby, give me one last dance while the music
All right. So that's a clip from Dance While the Music Still Goes On. I think it's me, right? This is one that grew on me. I wouldn't say I like it as much as like My Mama Said or Waterloo for sure. Or even as much as Hasta Ma'nana. But let me say what I like the most about it, and maybe what holds it back a little bit for me. I love the lyrics actually. The lyrics are great. The lyrics are talking about. This is what I mean by an example of more mature lyrics from Benny, where on the same album you have King Kong song, right? There's another song on the record which we'll talk about, which is like lyrically insane to me. That we'll get there. We'll get there when we get there. But this one is a top, like for this album is is very strong lyrically. It sounds like it's talking about two people who are breaking up, and they know it, and they're just having one last dance, and they know that they're going to break up. I mean, I don't know if you out there in viewer land, right, have ever been in a long-term relationship with somebody that you knew was going to end, and you either had one last dance or one last dinner or one last something, right? And it was almost like we're going to do this for just because it feels like we should do it, but we know it's the end, It's like this sad, let's call it just admitting that it's over, but not with animosity per se. It's just like, okay, we'll do this last thing together, I think that's a very, it's something I have experienced with in the past when I was younger. And I resonated a lot with this song. The song is, the melody is great, of course. The chords are more like a 50s to 60s. I don't know exactly because I wasn't around back then, and I'm not an expert on that kind of music by any means. But it reminded me of something like from the 50s and 60s. And the rhythm to it and some of the chord progression. I thought that was cool, actually. I didn't have any problem with that. The thing that holds the song back a little bit for me is Bjorn's vocal performance.
Mm.
And I, as you said on the previous song about Bjorn, I don't mind the songs that Bjorn sings on typically. I know we're all here for the ladies. I mean, that's obvious, right? But there are songs that Bjorn sings off, for example, like Does Your Mother Know? I think he's great on that song, right? Gotta Be Rock and Roll. He sings on some of that, I think, if I remember correctly. Yeah, even on like on um the album Ring Ring, like Rock and Roll Band, I really like that song, and he's singing all the vocals on that one, right? There was another song on that album. What was that? A song called the one that people didn't like but I liked. The song
Which album?
I Saw It in the Mirror. That
Oh
one,
yeah.
I thought he was good on that. Like I think Bjorn is good on a lot of songs, but for some reason on this song, his vocals don't resonate with me like it feels like out of place compared to the ladies on this song because the ladies are so strong so on this song. So I do think it's a good song, very strong melody, great lyrics, which is held slightly back by Bjorn's basically driving the chorus of this song. So yeah,
Mm.
that's my take on it. What do you think about this one?
Yeah, I like this song too.
Mm-hmm.
I think as like, ballads go, I think Hasta Ma'nana I enjoyed it more.
Mm-hmm.
Um I agree with you with like the 60s feel. It definitely
Mm-hmm.
feels like a 60s. It has like the Phil Spector like wall of sound type recording,
Okay.
which I think is what they're going for. Um Again, like this album is like another like, you know, like party mix of like styles that maybe they wanted to try, or maybe like, which direction they wanted to head into, because, like this song is like a mid 60s pop song. The last song is like a jazz bluesy pop song. The song before that is like a big time ballad. King Kong song is like a novelty. It's just like, I don't know. The first two albums is just them trying to find their sound, basically, is what I'm
Mm-hmm.
getting from it. And I agree with like everything that you said about this song. It's just like, um, I'm not really Bjorn's vocals are, they're okay. I don't really
Mm-hmm.
care that much. I'd rather hear the girls sing.
Mm-hmm.
But on this song, it's not too bad.
Okay.
Yeah, it's good, man. I it's just I enjoyed it. It's not like it wouldn't be a song I would put on like a playlist or something, but it wouldn't be a song I would skip either. So, um,
Okay.
yeah, perfectly fine.
All right. Next song is Honey Honey.
Honey, honey, how you thrill me. Honey, 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 nearly kill me. Honey, honey, I heard about you before. I wanted to know some more, and now I know what they mean. You're a love machine. Oh, you make me dizzy. Honey, honey, let me feel it. Honey, 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 don't conceal it. Honey, honey, the way that you kiss goodnight, the way that you hold me tight, I feel like I wanna sing when you do your thing.
I don't wanna hurt you, baby. I don't wanna see you cry. So stay on the ground, girl. You better not get too high.
But I'm gonna stick to you, boy. Never get rid of me. There's no other place in this world where I'd rather would be.
All right. So that was a clip from Honey Honey, and I'd like to play the part where it's like strings, but I think it's actually a synth, maybe with some strings underneath. Let me see. This part.
So stay on the ground, girl. You better not get too high.
There's no other place.
Anyway, Mark, some clips from Honey Honey. So, what do you think about this one?
This is a very solid track. It's a
Mm.
very solid, this is like bubblegum pop kind of. It's
Mm.
very, very poppy.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it has like the hook is like so catchy. It's unbelievable.
Yeah.
The bass is great. I mean, this honestly, I think this song could have been as big of a hit as Waterloo, just because like how poppy it is. It's addictive, honestly, when you listen. It's like it's
Right.
ironically called Honey Honey, so
Right. Right.
super super sweet, so to say.
Right.
And like I think all four of them sing on this song, if I'm not mistaken.
That I'm not sure. I'm not totally
I
sure
think
about
they
that.
all share co-lead vocals on this song.
Okay.
So which is interesting because Benny doesn't usually sing co-lead on a lot of songs. I think Benny does actually sing lead on one song on this album, doesn't he?
Benny?
I think so. I think so.
Okay.
Let me look real quick.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah, yeah, he does. Okay.
Which song?
So apparently Suzie Hangaround.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm not gonna say anything.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, but like this is like along the lines of Waterloo, like as like it's just like a big old pop song,
Mm-hmm.
super super bubblegum poppy, like
Mm-hmm.
irresistible hook. Even the bass is great in this song too.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah, and
So,
like the string part that you played is great too. I do think it
mhm.
is keyboard
Yeah.
because I don't see any credits for strings or anything. Um, yeah, man. I mean, this is this is another reason you listen to ABBA right here. Just big old pop power pop song basically. Um, funny thing too about this song too is I hear like later era like later era like 80s and 90s like dream pop bands in this song too.
Okay.
Like I could see like Cocteau Twins being kind of inspired by a song like this to an extent.
Okay.
um Call me crazy, but um
Sure.
yeah, I think ABBA is that important to pop music that I think it extends to that far. So
Okay.
um
Okay.
yeah, so what did you think about this song?
This is a song when I first heard it, I wasn't too into it, but the more I heard it, the more I started to really like it. And then what got me was the strings, but maybe it's a keyboard, but it's the string sound. But the melody is so good on
Mhm.
the keyboard melody. But then when I read the lyrics, I liked it even more because the lyrics are pretty funny, in my opinion. So they're like kind of sexually suggestive. So it's
Mhm.
kind of this bubblegum pop song, but it's a little bit suggestive sexually, which makes it a little bit, for the time, I would say, unique. Maybe not. I don't know. Because I'm not as familiar with like early 70s pop music when it comes to whether there was sexually suggestive songs like in this style. But for example, the lyrics are, here's one lyric, and now I know what they mean. You're a love machine. Okay. So the context of love machine is a little bit suggestive, but then there's one that says like, let me feel it. Don't conceal it. The way that you kiss goodnight, right? The way that you hold me. So it's talking about kissing. It's talking about like, it's got to get, and then there's one line that's the first time I heard this, I literally laughed out loud when I was listening to it. It says, and honey, to say the least, you're a doggone beast. That's actually a lyric in the song.
Wow.
So the reference of beast is pretty like, suggestive, I would say.
Yeah.
So I think this song is really good, catchy pop song. And my daughter loves the hell out of this song. She sings this song all the time. She wants me to play it for her all the time. And she was not upset, but unhappy that the tribute band we saw didn't play this song. So yeah. She really loves that. And she even asked me the next day, did they play Honey Honey? I'm like, no, they didn't. So anyway, so big she's a big fan of this song. I think this is a good song on the record. It's not my favorite song on the record, but it is a good one. I'll say that. All right. The next one is Watch Out. I'm going to rewind this, but you know what this sounds like? But the reverse, because this came out way before it. Kind of sounds like Are You Gonna Go My Way? But you know what I'm talking
Yeah,
about?
yeah,
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 yeah.
yeah, yeah.
It sounds like, and I know this is like Jimi Hendrix influence, both songs, but this one's "Are You Gonna Go My Way" sounds a lot like the beginning of this song. But anyway, here we go. Bass work is just nasty.
You move like a flame of fire. Your eyes like a flash of lightning. Such a long design. And I'm gonna tame you wild thing. You better watch out. I said you better watch out. Watch out. Anywhere you go, I'll find you. Watch out. I'll be staying close behind you. And I'm tired of waiting. Yes, it's driving me crazy. And my patience is fading. Oh, you better watch out. I said you better watch out.
All right. I think this is me, right? This song is one that really grew on me. This song I really, really like, actually. And I don't know why. This song, I love the way Bjorn sings on this song. I think it's great. I think it's kind of fun. This song is the closest thing, speaking of Ghost, to a Ghost song you're going to get on this record because it has this rocking vibe to it, you know? And it has like a fun, really catchy chorus. But the lyrics could be interpreted a couple different ways. One of them is a little bit dark. The other one is not so dark. But
Yeah, like a stalker is the dark one, right?
yeah, you
Yeah.
could interpret it that way. Yeah, so, and of course, it doesn't have to be that extreme, the interpretation, but it is a little bit ambiguous, you know? I think you're beginning to hate me, but then you're a girl in danger. That's the stalker part. So that's the lyric. So it's like the second verse is, it's been kind of funny lately. You act like I was a stranger. So this is like maybe, because at the beginning he says, you move like a flame of fire. Your eyes like a flash of lightning. The answer to all desire. I'm going to tame you. Wild thing. That's the first verse. And then he says, you better watch out, right? He's like, I'm coming to get you, you know? He's basically like, I'm going to pursue you. But in the second verse, he's saying, you're acting like a stranger, right? And I think you're beginning to hate me. But then, girl, you're in danger, right? Because it's like, well, that starts getting dark, right? So anyway, that's one interpretation of it. But because of that ambiguous nature of it and how you could interpret it dark, or maybe it's not as dark, depending on how you read it, I think when you combine the music, and I think the music is really strong, like the bass playing. We keep talking about that, but the bass playing is just killer on this song. I love the organ, the little organ synth part. I love the background vocals that the ladies do. That
Yeah,
all
it's
of that, and then in the chorus when he goes, "Ooh la la la" or something like that. That's what they're going to say. I love
Ooh,
all
la, la,
that.
la.
Yeah, I think this song is great, man. I think this for me, this is a highlight of the album. I think it's a good one. Yeah, what did you think of it?
So let me start by saying I take back what I said earlier about how I only came here to hear the girls, because Bjorn's great on this song, actually.
Yeah.
Bjorn honestly should have started like a side project, like a rock band or like a hard rock band, because I think it could have been awesome, honestly.
Yeah.
Like with this song, like this as like a, you know, like a prequel or so, or of sorts to like what he could have done.
Yeah.
Just think about that though. Think of like Bjorn starting a hard rock band, even with like the three of them. Like they did like a side project or something. It was like hard rock. How cool would that have been? You
That would
know?
have been cool. That would have been
Yeah,
cool.
like
Yeah.
you know, people like me and you that actually really like hard rock a lot, and that would have been awesome.
Yeah.
And this song, I kind of forgot about this song like after a couple of listens. Just I don't know why, but I just
Hmm.
did. Yeah, this song is great, man.
Yeah.
His vocals are really, really good on it. Like almost like I mean, this is like pre like Judas Priest too. Like
Hmm.
this might have been the year the first Judas Priest album came out. What was it 74?
Yeah. 74. Yep.
I think the first Judas Priest was either 74 or 75. But yeah, man, like this song is sweet. I mean, they talk about the bass in every song. The bass is great in this song.
Hmm.
All the vocals are great too. Like you said, like the ooh la la, and like the chorus is great.
Yeah.
Um, the guitar is great too. The doom, 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 doom. It's really good, man.
Yep.
Um,
Yep.
this just is like another example of like how well they could write songs in this band, and like
Yeah.
how cohesive they were as a unit too, where they can make basically like a hard rock song for the most part. I mean, you still call this like a pop song, really, but um, they really, I think if they tried, they could have really done anything they wanted to. But
Sure.
um, I think this is a good example of that. Yeah, and as far as the lyrics go, I also did take in like two different ways that you could interpret it. Um, yeah, like this this and like King Kong song I guess would be the other kind of hard rock version of a song on the album, but this one just did it way better than that. So
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah, so I also think this is a highlight of the album.
This one really embraced the nature of like rock music, actually, because you have more of some of the edgy lyrics, right? Then you
Mhm.
have the music and the vocal performance. Where the King Kong song took rock music but made it like silly, like
Yeah,
really
very
novelty.
silly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so great song. Yeah, love this one. The next song on the album is "What About Livingstone."
Went to buy me a paper at the local newsstand, and then I heard them laugh and say, "Look, they're gonna go flying way up to the moon now. Hey, what's it good for anyway?" So I said, "Fellas, like to ask you a thing if I may. What about Livingstone? What about all those men who have sacrificed their lives to lead the way? Tell me, wasn't it worth the while, traveling up the Nile, putting themselves on test? Didn't that help the rest? Wasn't it worth it then? What about Livingstone and all those beggars
All
at
right.
the local newsstand?
So that was a clip from "What About Livingstone." So what'd you think about this one, Mark?
Let me start off by saying the context for the song, singing about like some explorer that I've never heard of named David Livingstone as the lyrical focal point, is just very bizarre.
Mm.
Um, and like very, I don't know, like weird, uh, and specific. um, the this is in the same category as King Kong song. It's like a novelty.
Mm.
I don't really.
Interesting. I didn't read it
Yeah.
that way. That's
No, you
interesting.
didn't.
No, but you go first, and then I'll say my interpretation. Yeah.
Um, I just take it in the same vein as like it's a bouncy, silly pop song with like a really weird like focal point. Um, I just it doesn't really do much for me. I don't really think there's much here. It is kind of whimsical and silly and has like a charm to it, but I didn't really get much from it, honestly. It's just kind of there. I don't know, like the keyboard, like the little like from is like so high in the mix. It's like distracting almost to me.
Mm.
Um, that being said, though, I don't think this is even close to as bad as King Kong song, but I
Hmm.
think it's in the same vein where I like don't really care about it, honestly.
Okay.
like, there's takeaways from this album, and to me, this isn't one of them. Yeah, it's like the lyrics are like meeting this explorer, this Victorian era explorer, in like a safari or something. Like, I don't even understand how you even get to that point.
All right.
Um,
All
but
right.
like you could just chalk it up to them just having fun with a song, but I don't. It doesn't do anything for me, and I'm just being honest. So,
Okay.
um,
Well, that's why we're here, right? Because if we said every song was the greatest thing you'd ever heard, people wouldn't believe us anyway. So,
well, I mean, most
uh,
of the songs before this album, I was like, yeah, this song is good. I like this song a lot, and it's just like,
yeah, that's funny because the Visitors, Super Trooper, Voulez-Vous, and ABBA the album. Those are the first four we heard. You know, there isn't every single song on those albums are at least good. I would say good to great.
Mhm.
For me, Ring Ring. Most of the songs were good,
Yeah,
and this one, it's not as many as Ring Ring. That's just my honest opinion. And I think that's going to be shocking to some people because that's just how much I like Ring Ring. But for me, this song, the things I like about this song are I didn't think of it in the same vein as King Kong's song, but maybe I should. I don't know. But I did get the whole. I had to look up who Livingstone was because maybe I'm just ignorant, I guess, to that. And I looked it up and I said, okay, it seems like an analogy maybe to maybe telling people to go out and explore, go out and dare to be different or dare to try new things. I think that's maybe what the song is talking about. Aside from that, though, I guess I don't mind the lyrics that much. They're okay, but it doesn't do much for me, to be honest with you. But the melody is really good. I think that, especially in the chorus. I think the melody in the chorus is very strong. But overall, to me, this is one of the more forgettable tracks on the album, I would say.
I agree.
Yeah, and in any ABBA song I've heard, it's one of the more ones that I probably wouldn't really go back to. Now, when I do listen to this album in the car, I usually just listen to it and I can hum along to it or whatever. But it's not terrible. There isn't like a terrible ABBA song unless I know Mark, you really don't like the King Kong song, but to me this isn't like that. To me this is just it's a little bit more forgettable of a song compared to the other ones. So all right, excuse me, my cold is acting up now. The next song is "Gonna Sing You My Love Song."
You say she's been mad at you. Then you say you'll be patient. Still I see that she makes you blue. Come on, I give you consolation. Gotta sing you my love song, gotta bring you some light. Wanna make you feel happy every day of your life. Gonna sing you my love song, gonna make it alright. You're all I ever need, my darling. Just to be where you wanna be. So much fun we could have then. To be yours for eternity. What a miracle to happen. Gonna sing you my love song, wanna sing it for you. Gonna give you sweet loving, gonna give myself to.
So that was a clip from "Gonna Sing You My Love Song." I think it's on me, right? Yeah,
Is it? How do we keep forgetting?
it is on me. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Okay,
Wait, hold on.
go
Hold
ahead.
on. Wait. Yeah, it is. You're right.
Okay. I think the song is very good, my opinion. The song is a very complex song. Musically, it's not that complex. It's nice and rich, though, musically. It has some, like, underneath when the song first starts, it has, like, in a pan, a synth and a guitar. It's really nice together. And then when the chorus comes in, has these really strong pianos and this cool, like, synth lines underneath. So musically, I think the song is really cool. Vocally, the vocal melodies are good. The vocal melodies are good. They're always good though. What stands out to me is the lyrics because, like a lot of the good Bjorn lyrics, because like the King Kong song, I'm not gonna consider that a good Bjorn lyric, right? But a lot of the best Bjorn lyrics, I should say, because most of them are at least good, are somewhat ambiguous, like we talked about with the Watch Out song. And this is another one. You could read this song a couple of different ways. I'm going to read a little bit of the lyrics and then I'll give you the reason why I like this song so much. You say she's been mad at you, then you say you'll be patient. Still, I see that she makes you blue. Come on, I'd give you consolation. That's the first verse. I gotta sing you my love song, bring you some light, etc. Right? And then there's another one where she's talking about eternity. Yeah, here we go. Just to be where you want to be, so much fun we could have then, to be yours for eternity. What a miracle to happen. That's the second verse. The reason why this is interesting is because it reads like from the perspective of someone who is tempting someone. So, for example, if you're in a relationship with somebody, right? Naturally, in a relationship, couples are going to have fights, right? They're going to have fights. You're going to get mad at each other. You might make each other sad. You might say something that hurts the other person's feelings. But that doesn't necessarily mean that you leave them for that. I mean, that could be that could be a last straw. But that's a natural occurrence. And when I read this song, nowhere does it say that this couple has broken up. In fact, it says, then you say you'll be patient. That's the second line. Still, I see that she makes you blue. So it's basically saying, look, your person that you're with, you guys are fighting right now, and you say you'll be patient, like I'm going to stick with this person because they're my partner. But she says, like, but still, like, come on, I'll give you consolation. So it's basically someone tempting someone to leave their partner. And it's the ultimate temptation because it's like every single thing this person is saying is everything they want them to hear, right? You're my love, you're my angel, you're my first, you're my last. I want to be with you for all eternity and all this stuff. And really, it's like if you've ever been cheated on out there, if you think about this song from the perspective of the tempter, it's a pretty dark song, actually. Because just because two people are in a fight doesn't mean it's okay to cheat, right? That's one thing, especially in a marriage. I mean, in particular, right? And that happens. People cheat in marriages. It breaks up families and everything. I don't mean to get dark, but I do think the song could be interpreted that way because it is from the perspective of the tempter, from the perspective of the lurer, essentially, right? And that's how I interpret the song. Because of that, I think the song is fantastic, actually. Not that I think it's good to cheat because I don't, but I think from a song perspective, I think it's kind of deep in a way. Again, it has I keep repeating this, Mark, because there is a few songs on this record, this and Watch Out, those two songs in particular, which are Ghost-esque. It's like, on the surface, it seems like a very happy sounding song, right? But there's like some dark meaning underneath. So that's a very Ghost-esque song. And I read this, I'm like, oh, wow, okay, I get that. So I think this song is great. What do you think about this song, Mark?
Yeah, this is a good song. I appreciate the songs where, Frida gets the main vocals. Because I think she also has a great voice too. Um, yeah, this is I can appreciate this song. This is another very mature sounding song because it
Yeah.
emphasizes like emotional, like, vocals and melody over like the poppy, like
Mm-hmm.
bubblegum hooks that are in like the other tracks.
Right.
Um, this is like their first foray into like a really like sentimental ballad, along the lines of like what is it? I'm like having a brain fart.
Winner Takes It All.
Winner Takes It All, exactly.
Okay, yeah.
I kept wanting to say Lay All Your Love on Me, but I got for some reason I got those two mixed up. Um, is this better than the Winner Takes It All? Absolutely not.
No,
But
no.
it's in the same vein, whereas they're taking emotionality and um just heartfelt singing and compassion and emotion over like pop books, which kind of dominate the rest of the album.
Mm-hmm.
Besides like Hasta Ma'nana,
Mm-hmm.
which I also really liked.
Mm-hmm.
I do really like this song too. I think this song is really powerful, and it's a good sign of things to come in the future after this, because you only really go up after this album. So um, this is like a form like a formulaic album. This is like a like where where they really kind of like got their start, and like after this you could tell they really took off.
Yeah.
This is definitely one of the more mature tracks, and this is like kind of shows you which direction they were gonna follow afterwards. So yeah, this is another solid song. I mean, I would say we got one more song, but this album's kind of like a half and half for me. There's
Mm-hmm.
like half like there's half like maybe a couple really good songs, and then there's like a couple good songs, and then there's a couple like whatever songs, and then there's just a straight up bad song. So
Okay. All right.
maybe possibly two, but
Okay. The last song is Suzie Hangaround. I'm going to play a clip from that. Oh, sorry. Like a guitar. Sounds good.
Susie was 9 and I was 10, right at the time when boys like to think they're men. She used to follow us from school. We really thought that she was a little fool. And one day we said to her, we don't wanna hurt you, girl, but you better look for a friend of your own. Susie, hang around. Better come back when you're grown. Susie, hang around. Nobody wants you around here, and that's for sure. So get off our playground and stay away. That's all that we got to say. Susie, hang around.
Okay, Mark, this is your first on this one. That was a clip from Suzie Hang Around. What do you think about this song?
and you really rushed to turn that off. Sure.
No.
All right. I don't think this song is bad. I don't. I don't know if I necessarily think it's good. I will say this though. I appreciate, like the whimsy sounding like guitar, because I think this song is kind of like a precursor for like jangle pop and like jangly guitars for like the late 70s and early 80s, in the vein of like like REM and stuff like that. They may not necessarily be like a direct influence, but I think it's like there, because like it sounds like jangly guitars in this song. Um, that's what I thought of it, at least when I first heard it. That
Okay.
being said, though, Benny's first and only song that he sings on was not really the best choice, I think.
Hmm.
So yeah, unfortunately, maybe this song got a bad reception, and he's like, all right, I'm never singing lead vocals on the song again. So I don't know. I I don't know if that's the case or not. Um, this isn't quite a novelty song, but it is another song with very goofy lyrics, and like it's like very childish. Um, the one lyric I read was um what was it? We really thought that she was a little fool, and one day we said to her, "We don't want to hurt you, girl, but you better look for a friend of your own, Susie, hang around." Like very silly and just
Right.
goofy, and um this is like a song. This is kind of in the same vein as Livingstone. I don't really need to hear this ever again. I heard it once. It's cool. Oh, I actually heard it like multiple times, but
Yeah.
um, I don't know. It doesn't really do much for me. I don't think ABBA fans really care about it either. Like I said though, the only thing though is it kind of has like jangly guitars in it, which I like. But other than that, is it as bad as King Kong song? Absolutely not, because nothing is. But I don't really care about the song. So
All right, well,
I
Mark, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, buddy. Go
no
ahead.
no no no, no I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
Okay. I'd rather listen to King Kong song than listen to this song. That's my opinion. I do not like this song. This is the first ABBA song which I can legitimately say I don't like.
Yeah.
I like the guitars, as you mentioned. I like the melody. It's very nice. Especially the verse melody is nice. But then again, I've said that on repeat. Every ABBA song has good melody. That's not a push. The chorus, I don't know what's up with the mix, but the synth bass is so high in the mix that it kind of sounds really muddy. That's one thing, compared to the other songs on the album. But that's not the problem. The problem is, what are these lyrics? Like, Suzie was 9 and I was 10, right at the time when boys like to think they're men. She used to follow us at school. We really thought she was a little fool. And one day we said to her, we don't want to hurt you, girl, but you'd better look for a friend of your own. Okay? Suzie, hang around. Better come back when you're grown. Suzie, hang around. Nobody wants you around here, that's for sure. So get off our playground and stay away. That's all we've got to say. Suzie, hang around. And then the second verse is the girl goes back to her mom, mama's arms. Mama said, look, she's never done you no harm, so get off her back and let her be. Why can't you play together in harmony? We really didn't know what to say, but as soon as she went away, we laughed and said, look for a friend. They're just being like total assholes to this girl, this little girl, right? I'm like, this is the song? I'm like, I don't know. I don't get it. I really don't get this song at all. And I'm now considering myself a pretty big ABBA fan, I would say, honestly, considering all the albums we've listened to. I've listened to them dozens, if not hundreds of times at this point, either on my own or because my daughter and my wife listen to this stuff all the time upstairs, and I hear it all the time in the car. So I know the ABBA songs that we've heard inside and out. I know every word pretty much to them. Big fan of ABBA. Went to see the tribute concert. Talked to the fans there. Knew more than a lot of the people I talked to about ABBA already. So I was proud of myself for that. Not bragging, but I'm just saying this song, I don't get it. I'd rather hear the King Kong song.
You're crazy.
At least the King Kong song is fun. This one just makes me sad and a little bit mad. That's all I gotta say.
Well, King Kong song doesn't make me. It doesn't make me sad. It just makes me mad. So there's that.
Okay.
As soon as I hear that chorus, I just want to slam my head into the wall.
Again, no, good guitar, good melody. Benny's vocals are, they're fine, but I just they're okay. But they're, no, I'm good on this one. So why don't we do this? So that's there is also Ring Ring, and that was on the previous album we did, so we're not going to do a full review of that. I will say, though, I don't know did you listen to this version of Ring Ring? Because it is different.
No, I didn't actually. Hold on,
It sounds weird, man. It's a different mix and a different master.
Oh, US remix. Yeah, okay.
Much prefer the original. Much prefer. Yeah,
I didn't, though. I'm going to have to listen to it, though.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with this US version, but I don't know. The Ring Ring, the one we did on the Ring Ring album, sounds really good. This one, I am not a fan of the mastering. It's
that sounds pretty shitty, actually.
And the mix, it's not great.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna listen to Ring Ring, listen to the one on the Ring Ring album, please. Is my recommendation.
Yeah.
So why don't we do this? Why don't we wrap this one up, Mark, with Ring Ring album. And Waterloo album. Okay. Let's see. Let's go down the list of the tracks. What do you say? Okay. And see which album we think is better real quick.
I can tell you right off the bat. You don't even have to go through them.
Ring Ring, the song, right?
Great song.
Another Town, Another Train.
Also a great song.
Disillusion.
I remember it being all right.
I really like that song. I love that song.
I have to hear it again. I don't.
So
really
for
remember.
me, great song, great song, great song. People Need Love, pretty good song for me. It's decent. I Saw It in the Mirror. That one I really liked.
Yeah, I like this song. I wasn't crazy about it though.
Yeah. I know a lot of people weren't, but for me, it was a good one. I really liked that one. Nina, Pretty Ballerina, we thought it was like, that was just okay song.
Yeah, it was just
Yeah.
okay.
It wasn't offensive like for me like Suzie. King Kong song for you. Love Isn't Easy. I thought it was a pretty good song, a fun song. Me and Bobby's Brother. I like that song. I thought that was a good one. What'd you think about that one? Me and Bobby's brother.
Being
Yeah.
Bobby's brother. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's not bad.
He
Yeah.
Is Your Brother. That one we really like. That's the one that has the horns in it.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
that was a really good one. There was I'm Just a Girl. There was two songs. There was one that sounds like the Beach Boys that you liked. What was that song called?
She's My Kind of Girl.
Yeah, that one. And then I'm Just a Girl. That was like a really soft ballad. I really liked that one. She's My Kind of Girl. I didn't like as much. I think you like that song a lot, actually.
Yeah, I liked it because it sounded like the Beach Boys.
Yeah, I'm Just a Girl. I like that one. And Rock and Roll Band. That was one. I really liked that song. That was a great one. So for me, if I compare that to Waterloo's great, right? Song. Sit in the Palm Tree. We were kind of mixed on that one.
I think Waterloo has higher highs, like you said. So yeah,
Yeah.
let's go through. So I think I like the song Waterloo equally, probably as much as the best song on Ring Ring, which is like, what do you think the best song on Ring Ring is?
Oof.
Your favorite song?
Um,
I really like the song Ring Ring. I like Disillusions. Really, Another Town, Another Train is really.
That's
good too.
one of the best songs. That
Yeah.
one. He Is Your Brother is really good. Rock and Roll Band's really good.
Rock and Roll Band.
Yeah. I mean, those are some of the best ones. Waterloo is probably better than those songs, though.
I think so too.
Yeah. Sitting in a Palm Tree. If you take that song and put it on Ring Ring, it's somewhere in the lower half of it.
Yeah,
say.
I don't. Yeah.
King Kong song. I'll take the songs on Ring Ring over that one.
Oh yeah. Any song on Ring Ring.
Hasta Ma'nana's good. That one
Yeah.
is like that would be a higher tier song on Ring Ring. My mama said might be better than
Better than
any.
any. I think it's better than anything on Ring Ring.
Yes.
Personally.
Okay, what else? Oh, sorry, I'm missing it. My mama said, "Dance While the Music Still Goes On." That song is decent. It's pretty good. The lyrics are really good to that song. To me, that's the song that would fit in on Ring Ring. Somewhere in the middle there. Honey, Honey, that's a good one. It's a good one. It's a good song. Watch Out, it's a really good one. That one would be a high point for me on Ring Ring if that was on there. Same with Honey, Honey. What about Livingstone? I'll take the songs on Ring Ring.
Yep.
Gotta Sing You My Love Song, very good song. Probably better than most of the songs on Ring Ring. Suzie Hangaround, I take any song on Ring Ring over this. So for me, there's songs that are clearly better than the songs on Ring Ring and songs that are worse. So it is all over the place, actually.
Yeah, I think overall, as a whole album, I think Ring Ring is better as a whole album.
Sure.
But I think that Waterloo has higher highs, like you said.
Yes, Waterloo is getting closer to their, because Waterloo was a huge hit. I think it's getting closer to later songs. You know,
I think over time, like My Mama Said could move up in like top 10 ABBA songs. I I like it that much, man.
Wow, that's awesome.
It's really good, really good song.
Yeah. So, so I don't know when we eventually do an album review or album ranking. This is going to be a fun one. How this fits in there, but because you know some of the songs like Waterloo and My Mama Said are top tier ABBA songs. You know.
Yeah.
So how do you rate an album which maybe overall is stronger but doesn't have as strong as songs versus an album which has better songs but overall isn't as strong? That's an interesting debate we can have. But
yeah, I mean, what do we have? 3 albums left, right?
yeah, we have the self-titled album.
We have Arrival, and then we have Voyage, right?
Yes, and we should do the bonus songs, which people get upset that we call them bonus songs because I'm just saying I've heard that in the comments because at the time they weren't bonus songs. They were just like singles that were released. And then they got tacked on later, you know, as bonus songs to albums because I think especially maybe digitally. That's the easiest way to do it.
I
But
mean, one of the bonus songs is one of my favorite ABBA songs. So,
gimme, gimme, gimme.
oh yeah,
Yeah. But like I said, I don't even know if that was considered a bonus song when it came out. That's what I'm saying. But
probably not.
to your point, now they're considered bonus songs. So we're gonna definitely do a bonus songs episode too.
Yeah, I mean, we gotta do "Put on Your White Sombrero" and "Elaine" and all those
Oh
goodies.
yeah, all those Love Light and I'll say this. My last thing I'll say, Mark, is Under Attack, and I listen to Under Attack almost more than any other ABBA song. Like currently, that song is on repeat. I think it drives my daughter nuts. We get in the car, and she request. So I say, "What song you want to hear?" And it's either a Disney song, or an ABBA song, or a Ghost song. Typically, is what she requests. Those are the three that she always requests. So she'll give me, and she'll be ABBA song, and then I'll play Under Attack. And then I'll play again because after my turn, I just love that song so much, and that's a bonus song. So bonus song, but it'll the synth pop ABBA, which was partially there in that realm, but could have been in the future. It's really a shame because I wanted more of that. But all right, well, thank you. If you're still watching this, thank you. It's been an hour and a half. It's been a long one. We appreciate you, and you're probably a really cool person, and we're looking for cool people like you to join our free community Discord. In fact, the ABBA channel is the most popular channel in our Discord. If you don't know what Discord is, it's a free, it's a community platform where you can talk about anything, but our Discord is mostly about music. But of course, you could talk about other things in there as well. But we talk about music, we share music with each other. So it's like a music club, but for free. So the link for that will be in the pinned comment. A lot of ABBA fans in there sharing all kinds of cool stuff. So you might want to check that out. It's also Mark and I are in there. It's a way to interact with us. If you like this episode, though, please give us a like. Let us know what you think about the songs on this album. You think we're crazy? Do you agree with us? What are your favorites, least favorites on the album? How do you compare to Ring Ring? Let us know. Leave a comment. Only about 5% of our viewers are subscribed, so it would really help if you subscribe. And of course, there's more ABBA content in the future coming, as we talked about. On top of the ABBA album reviews, we also do kind of reaction videos to live concerts and stuff like that on top of that. So we'll mix in things between the album reviews. All right. Well, until next time, Mark.
Later.
All right. See you later.